Next, we are going to see the conditional operators like a if condition. So this condition will use to check uh, the variables or values whether it is in the limit or outside the limit. So it is very useful in the embedded programming to check whether it is in our limit or out of the limit kind of things. So likewise, yeah, the basic structure we have written, and we created a one num variable as a -5. It is a integer variable. Then we have written if. So this is the condition. So the syntax of if is if condition check. So this is how we have to write. And likewise in this program we are checking whether number is greater than 0 or not. So number that greater than symbol and 0. So if number is greater than 0, then it will go inside this brace and it will print this. And if it is not, this condition comes false, then it will directly go to else. So here it will go print the number is not positive. Now we are running it. So yeah, now you can see that it is not positive. Okay, so yeah, we print some dots, that's why it is giving this thing. And yeah, so this is not a positive. Now we are writing into plus. So again we are running the code. So now yeah, so now you see the number is positive, which means that this condition became true. That is why it is printing this thing. So likewise we can write else and else if condition also. If next condition we are writing that else if. So in this else if we are writing num equal to 0, then same we are copying that. So the number is 0. So now we have a three condition. So it will check first this condition, then if it is not true, then it will come here, then it will checking here. So yeah, now we have some interesting different it will come now. So we are running now. So the same numbers here also you can see the output, the number is positive because this condition becoming true. Now we are going to minus. So yeah, now again we are running. So the number is not positive, which means that this condition is becoming false. That's why it is directly going to else. So the else if, now we are going to get into that else if 0. So now we are running it. So as you can see the number is 0, which means that this condition is false. So next it is coming to check here else if number equal to 0. So this is printing here. So as you can see, now I am going with 1 and I am changing this to 1. So we can go by -1. Here also we are checking -1. So now I'm running. So now you see that the number is 0, which means that again this is getting false, this is coming here. So now I am changing it to positive. I'm running again. So as you can see the number is positive, which means that number 1 is greater than 0, though. So this condition becoming true, but this also true, which means that number is equal to 1. So why this is not running, which means that, so this is how the nested if condition will run. So if this first condition become true, it will not go to the next else if statement. It will go directly go this line. So if this condition is false, then only it goes to check that else if condition. So if both are true, it will not print both of them. So this is how the if and else if condition will work. So now we are getting into wrong term, so I am changing it. So now you see, so this condition became false, so this is coming true. So if you want to run both, then you have to change that into two ifs. So now I deleted a else if condition. So we have a if, two if. So the first if will check whether that number is greater than 0. Second if will check whether the number is equal to 1. Then there's else condition. This will print as a not positive kind of things. It will print. So now you see the number is positive, the number is 0. So both is printing, which means that this condition also will check, it is printing. Then this is coming, so this is printing. So this is how it will work. But when it comes to, because it is not coming to else part, because both is becoming true. Because so what we can do now is that we make it as a minus. So now we are running it now. So the number is not positive. So again I am running it, making this condition true, which means that if number is less than 0, this will become true. So yeah, now I am running. So now you see the different behavior. So here it is true, which means that this is -1 is less than, so we can change that to negative. Again we run for the better understanding. So the number is negative, so this condition became true, this condition is becoming false, so that's why this else is printing. But if we make this condition false, it will not affect the else. So yeah, let's make it. So this condition is false, this condition also false, but it is directly coming here. So if we make this condition as a true, if we make this condition true, so now here this condition also false, but this condition is true, but else is not printing. So now we formally understanding that the else condition will only depend on the if condition before that else. So it will not consider this if, because this else is only meant to be the before if, so whichever we write the if condition before that. So yeah, this is how it will work. So this else condition will not check whether this if condition is true or not, so it will not care, it only care about the before if condition. So yeah, so we can write n number of if conditions. So if we want to check everything, so we have to write a else if condition, and yeah, again we can write another else if condition, whether it will check whether it is 2. So let's make it as a 0, so -2. So this will make, so as you can see, so -2, this condition is checking, so this is false, this condition also checking, this is false, this condition also checking, this is false. So yeah, so something, if we write a else if condition, it will check everything. If anything false, if everything false, then only the else part will come. So yeah, we writing that as a 5. Now yeah, -5 we write. So now we have written 3 else if, 1 if, 2 else if, and we declare that as a as a -5. We are running it. So now you see the number is not positive, which means that these three condition is not correct. That's why this else part is coming. So yeah, this is how it will work. So if you write if last else, then that else will only check the before if. If you want to check all the condition, if everything is false, then if it has to come to else, then else if is the best option to write it. So yeah, this is the whole part of if and else condition.